Loading a kiln can be tricky business. It's similar to a giant puzzle, but with brittle pieces. Hi, I'm Sharon from AMACO Brent, and in this video we're going to talk about loading kilns. For this video, we've removed the walls of the kiln to provide a better visual representation of the loading process. First, we're going to cover a few basic rules for kiln loading. Shelves shouldn't be placed directly on the floor of your kiln. Use 1-inch stilts under the first layer of shelves. Most kiln shelves only require 3 stilts to support them. This tripod creates more stability and puts less stress on the shelves. 4 or more posts often creates a low spot that may create a wobbly shelf and put undue stress on the shelf. Avoid short stacks in the bottom of the kiln. Aim for a minimum of 4 to 5 inches on the first layer. Heat rises and will have a hard time soaking into tight spaces in the lower area of the kiln. Try to space wares at least 1 inch from the elements. Now let's talk about loading greenware. Greenware can touch each other in the kiln or even be stacked with consideration for pressure points and weight distribution. Always place stilts in the same place on each shelf. They should stack directly above the last, creating a column of support straight down to the floor. Placing a stilt without support beneath it will warp and weaken shelves. Start planning ahead as you get to the height of the thermocouple. Plan to come in a couple of inches below or above it with the shelves. You'll also want to leave a few inches open around the thermocouple from the pieces you load. If you have any thicker pieces or those that are not quite bone dry, load them in the outer ring of the kiln. Use the middle area of the kiln for thin and dry pieces. Full, evenly packed kilns fire better, so try to space consistently. If you're firing only a partial load, leave space in the bottom and pack wares in the upper portion of the kiln. In order to avoid trapping moisture in the kiln, leave 1 or 2 spy holes open until the firing is beyond 1000 degrees Fahrenheit. You may close them after that to help the kiln climb to your target temp. Now let's talk about loading a kiln full of glazed ware. Glaze will melt and fuse to anything it is in contact with, so be sure the bottom of each piece is free of glaze before loading it into the kiln. Glazed wares should be spaced at least 1/4 inch from one another. If you need more assistance with loading your kiln, contact our technical support team using the information below. Be sure to check out our next video that demonstrates how to program your kiln. Thanks for watching.